Folks, Warriors are 9-2, and Steve Kerr may have just made the smartest move of all by solidifying his starting lineup. A couple of videos ago, I broke it down in like a minute or two segment. So this video, we're going to really break down the starting lineup, the five that are in there. Who is it? Stay tuned. But really also the ending lineup, because it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And the five starters the Warriors have are not the five who finish the game. Randy Silver, Warriors Digest, our team's first Pacific Division. Don't let us get hot. Yes, bye OKC. Yes, bye Dallas. Cleveland we don't talk about. Bye Boston. It's been a fun run. We got Memphis tomorrow night, John Morant. But today, let's focus on the starting lineup. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss anything, folks. Warriors news broken down for you daily. So let's share the screen, and we got a bunch of clips to talk about as well. So your starting five: Curry, Melton, Wiggins, Green, and Davis. This is what I projected during the receipt me. I said either Melton starts or Kuminga starts. And as we know, the season started with Curry, Wiggins, Kuminga, Green, Jackson-Davis. When Curry Melton got hurt, he moved Kuminga out of the starting lineup, and he's been excelling with that second unit. Him and Hield are basically 6 men of the year type of vibe. They come in interchangeably. Melton provides, and I'll break this down more, great on-ball defense and three-point shooting. So your second unit, Podziemski behind Curry, Hield behind Melton, Moody behind Wiggins, Kuminga, and then Looney. Jackson-Davis could really switch out. Now your finishers, where's my mouse? Your finishers are Curry, Hield if you need shooting, Wiggins, Kuminga, and Looney. Usually Looney is starting. Sorry, I forgot to say Draymond. It's Curry, Hield if you need shooting, Wiggins, Green, Looney. Maybe if Wiggins is out, then it's Kuminga. Or it's Curry, Kuminga, Wiggins, Green, Looney. So when we look at actually the minutes per game of each player, Curry, Green, and Wiggins averaging 27 plus minutes a game. Podziemski at 25 as the backup point guard. Yes, Curry was hurt a bit. Podziemski was out as well. Then you have Hield coming off the bench with 24. Kuminga with 24 minutes apiece. So yes, Kuminga and Hield aren't starting, and there's a pride thing there, but they're still in the top 6 of this team in minutes played per game. Melton at 20 minutes. Yes, he was hurt a bit. Then you go down. Trayce Jackson-Davis, only 16 minutes a game. So yes, he's starting, but he's not playing a boatload. Some games he hasn't played because we've gone small, but at the same time, Looney is playing in the fourth quarter. And why is that? Because Looney is averaging a crazy 4.4 offensive rebounds a game. In the game against Dallas, offensive rebounds. In the game against Boston, the reason we won, his offensive rebounds. Looney had, I think, 9 offensive rebounds against Dallas, or it was against Boston, one of the two. Just crazy amount of rebounds to get. And that's why we're getting second possessions. That's why we're getting fast break points. And excuse me, not fast break points, second possession points. We are getting fast break points because we're a stellar rebounding team, one of the best in the NBA at 48. We're going to break down some stats in a little bit. But going to what Kerr said, he loves Melton with the starting group with Green, Wiggins, Jackson-Davis, and Curry because of what it provides his team. It's a two-way lineup. Melton and Wiggins can both play on-ball defense, can shoot, can pass. And then you have Curry who can shoot the three, control the offense, and Green and Jackson-Davis, tall, rebounding, force in the paint, and they get up and down the court. Draymond Green can be a point forward as well. Melton was a bit hurt during training camp. He was hurt a little bit during the season. The question is, can he stay healthy? If he can, that's a deadly starting five. Yes, there isn't a second star, but folks, in this new CBA, you can't have too much riding on your stars. Look at Milwaukee. They're spending so much money on Lillard and Giannis, not going well. You can't do that. You need to build a well-rounded team. Give credit to Joe Lacob, Team Governor Steve Kerr, Coach Mike Dunleavy Jr., GM. Curry said it's exactly what you expected in terms of Melton. He's been around the block. He's a gamer. When we played him against Memphis, he was one of the best players on the floor, a difference maker. He hits big threes. He plays great defense. Kerr, again, said he wants us to be his starting lineup moving forward. JK, yes, he wants that big deal. They offered him around 30 or less. He wanted 35 or more. Didn't work out. He's on a prove-it deal. Is some team going to give him $35 million of coming off the bench throughout this year? Maybe, maybe not. Warriors to give it to him? Probably not, or they would have done it already. But he's proving how effective he is. If I look at Kuminga, he's averaging 15 points this season, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Very solid stat line for someone coming off the bench. Again, here's the depth chart we just talked about. And then we go to the closing. And the closing part's most important, and that's where Andrew Wiggins comes in. He has looked like his old self. Luka had 31 points through 29 minutes and 3 quarters. But then what happened? He was scoreless in nearly 12 minutes down the stretch because of Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins forced him to 2 of 10 shooting behind the arc and absolutely bottled him up in that fourth quarter. It was unbelievable how well Wiggins did. That's the old Wiggins of when we won the championship against the Celtics. That's the old Wiggins of when we won the championship getting through the Western Conference. He's back, folks. If he stays healthy and he plays like this, he's back. He's averaging close to 30, what we say he is? He's averaging close to 27 minutes a game. That's a healthy number for him. Nobody's averaging over 30, which is great. And basically every player who plays, if we take out, let me go back to this. If we take out Santos and Beekman and Spencer because they're two-way players, everyone's averaging at least 10 minutes a game. Payton has started a little bit. Waters started once. So we're going to be fresher as the season goes on. Steve Kerr. Wiggs was great. I just think there has to be a cumulative effect on Luka. You can't stop him. He gets so many shots. You have to make it difficult. Luka played 41 minutes. 41 minutes, folks. That is a lot on someone's body, and he's dealing with a hip injury or some type of leg injury. Wiggs was draped all over him, and it affected his three a bit. And Wiggs, by only playing 27 minutes a game, you throw Wiggs on him, you throw Draymond maybe, you throw Kuminga, maybe Moody, you throw Anderson. It keeps our players fresh, and it makes it hard on Luka. And that's the formula for winning, which is why the Warriors are 9-2 in the Western Conference on the 2-game winning streak, 8-2 in their last 10. Obviously, we've played 11 games, and we're in second place. We're above Phoenix, Denver, Houston, Lakers. How many of y'all thought we'd win 40 games this year? 45? I predicted 50. We're basically 1/5 of the way there. I did not think we'd start this good, honestly. Well, in my next video, we'll break down the actual record of what I had. However, this has been a fantastic start. We played some easier teams to begin, got the confidence, got the rhythm, and we beat some difficult teams in OKC. Yes, they had an injury to Chet. We beat Boston. Cleveland destroyed us. So that was a tough thing to see. But when we look at our overall the team stats, the stats don't lie. Now that you're 11 games in, we're third in points scored per game. We're 8th in points given up. So it used to be below 100. Played some bad teams at that point. Now we play better teams. It's kind of gone back up. But when you look at the differential across the board, Warriors are third, averaging 11 points more than the team a game. We're field goals made, we're +4. Field goals attempted, we're +2. Field goal percentage, we're +4. 3 points made, we're making 4 more threes a game than the other team. That's an extra 12 points. That's hard for a team to beat. Our 3-point percentage is 7% better than the other team. Now, where we are really falling is right here at the free throw percentage. We're -6 of their team. We're one of the worst free throw teams in the NBA. And this is what we have to continue to improve on. You look at free throw percentage, let's go down. Now, we are literally the worst team. We're worse than the Bucks, the Heat, the Raptors, the Clippers. 71%. We're making 7 of 10 from the charity stripe. That's not good. When you're such a good 3-point percentage team, 39%, but yet you only make 70% from the free throw line, that is tough. Turnovers, what I like to see, below 15. We're at 13, which is great. So when you look at this team, you have the starting lineup that is excelling, and you have the closing lineup that's excelling, and everything in between. All the players who are coming off the bench have been doing their part. The next games we have coming up, folks, and this is going to be a bit more of a difficult. Let me just pull it up. We've had a difficult stretch. You get Memphis at home, then the Clippers on November 18th, Hawks at home. That game is at LA. Pelicans on the road, Spurs on the road, at Brooklyn, then hosting Brooklyn, hosting OKC, at Suns, at Nuggets, at Rockets. That's basically the rest of November and December. So I would not be surprised if we're 15-5. No injuries come up, something like that. We're on a roll. Folks, comment your thoughts. What do you think of the starting lineup, the closing lineup, everything in between? And please subscribe to Warriors Digest. You don't want to miss a video daily. See you on the next one.